Hey guys, I have to apologize by that. I had to interrupt my live simply because I did receive a phone call. And it was a phone call I was waiting for. Good news, it's fine. But I took care of what I needed to take care of, so now I can once again continue on with the live. Now, in the earlier show, we had a lot of people that were contributing, which I thank you so much. There were some opposing views, and one of the things that I was saying is, look, if there's anything that has nothing to do with the story at hand, feel free, you could post it in the live chat, but I wanted to get back to the storyline of what we're talking about. So, the biggest issue I'm having, and it keeps coming up constantly, is the whole idea from the persona of the Lord and when they refer to God. Everybody keeps saying it's the same being, but then there are people saying, no, keep reading because it's not the same being. But my question is it two sides of the very same being where you have, because the Lord seems to be a very, very darker individual as opposed to how they describe God. In this particular sentence, we're talking about chapter 28, verse 17. Jacob just had a dream of the Lord. And the Lord says that I will be with thee until I have finished what I have done that I said I would do. When he wakes up from the dream, this is where I'm getting confused. He now realizes that this is where the Lord is. He says, surely this is the Lord's place. And I knew it not. And he was afraid, and he said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of God. And that's what's confusing me. Why wouldn't he just say this is none other than the house of the Lord? Or this is the Lord's house, or this is his house, or something along those lines. It's like he immediately changed form, went from, yes, this is the Lord's place, but it's the house of God. So I thought that was interesting with the change once again in the titles. But let's continue. And anybody, welcome to the show. Like I said, this is a continuation of the first show. I'm sorry that I had to hang up for a little bit, but we're back live. So, Jacob rose up early in the morning and took the stone that he put for his pillows and set it up for a pillar and poured oil on top of it. He called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of the city was called Luz at first. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if God will be with me and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on it, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God. And this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house, and all that thou shalt give me, I surely give the 10th upon me. Okay, so Jacob is making a promise. Now, it's a very interesting act. I love the ritualistic aspect so far of the Bible. We had the ritualistic where the servant put his hand under Isaac's thigh. Under Abraham's thigh to make a pact with him. This is an interesting ritual where you're taking the stones and pouring oil upon the stones. So I find that to be an interesting ritual. But here's where it is. If God will be with me and keep me in the way I go and give me bread to eat and raiment to put on, then I come again to my father's house in peace. Then shall the Lord be my God. So interesting. At this point, he didn't accept the Lord to be his God. I mean, is this like him verifying that, yes, if he does what he says he's going to do, I will follow him and he will be my God? Which makes me wonder, from this point on, did he not consider him as God? I mean, from my understanding, I thought he made that pact. But I guess this is with the oil, he's making that pact with the Lord to be his God. And this stone which I have set for a pillow shall be God's house, and all of thou shalt give me, I will surely give the 10th unto thee. The 10th unto thee. I should give back tenfold? Is that where the whole idea of something tenfold is coming? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm going to cross-reference that line because what do they mean by the 10th onto thee? I mean, it's the number 10. We are on chapter 28, verse 22. So let's see, chapter 28, verse 22. I'm going to the Layman's Bible just to put it in simple terms. Okay, chapter 28, verse 22, 18:20. And this memorial pillar I have set will become a place for worshiping God, and I will present to God a tenth of everything he gives me. Okay, so then that's the whole tithing thing. I guess that's where we start tithing. And, yeah, chapter 28, verse 22, so 10% tithing. Let's see how that unfolds. We're now on chapter 29, starting with verse 1. Then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field. And lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out there the well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in his place. Okay, so I'm assuming that in order to gain, the stone is a protection to protect against getting to the water. So there was a well in the field, there were 3 flocks of sheep by it, and a great stone was by the well's mouth. Okay, so I guess they're protecting the water from the well. And Jacob said unto them, My brethren, whence be ye? And they said, Of Haran are we. Okay, so once again, he's asking, okay, where are you? Oh my God, my phone. Okay, I gotta pause, guys. Let me just pause it for one moment. I do have to take this call. This is important.